Yo, 12-0 RX back with another breakdown of UFC Vegas 69. Nice. Andrade versus Blanchfield. We back, baby. We fucking back again. We're only, what, 3 weeks into this 8-week break or whatever? So I've still got a couple to go in a row. Yeah, we're back with not a pay-per-view, Fight Night time in the Apex. Oh boy. Yeah, we're back. And yeah, but before we talk about some Apex shit nights, let's talk about UFC 284, because if you're new here, I do a recap of last week's card at the beginning of each breakdown, so you want to do that? I bet you don't. Let's do it. You ready? Let's go. Brenner and Tuhugov. Tuhugov got fucking robbed so badly. Builder and Young went pretty much how I predicted it. Builder did not look overly amazing, but looked better and got the win. Luke Boomy and Reed, not very impressive. Luke Boomy outside of the submission. She's good, but still a couple problems. Jenkins and Sheamus. I'm very unimpressed with Jenkins. I thought he should have ran through Sheamus in minutes, but a decision didn't look that good. Not very impressed. Malarkey and Prado, predictable. Rodriguez and Ross. Shannon Ross is a fucking human punching bag. Coolabout and Bagdasarian. Bagdasarian won the fight, there's no debate, but amazed the game of seconds. He flipped over to his knees to try and get up, gave up his back, gets choked out. Well, choked and tapped. A game of seconds. Bukowskis and Pedro. Tyson Pedro fucking sucks. And I am like, Bukowskis is good, just like I just said. Tyson Pedro sucks. Jimmy Crew and Alonzo Menafield. Mansfield fucked himself grabbing the cage. I think he clearly won the first and second. But why you gotta get out of the cage, man? You fucked yourself. So, if they do that rematch, I'm scared for Crew. He's gonna get his fucking teeth knocked in. Taffa and Porter, predictable. Jack Della and Randy Brown, predictable. Jack Della is a problem. Uriel Rodriguez and Josh Emmett, great fight for as long as it lasted, and predictable finish. It's just better. No offense to Emmett, he's a tank. And main event, Islam and Volk. Not gonna say much, everything's already been said. Volk got robbed. Volk clearly won. Fight of the year, and IV Makachev is a little bitch. Overall, 284 was okay. Could have been better. It does not get anywhere near 283, but like you do, had great fight, some great moments on it, but it pretty much delivered as much as I thought it would. It would be a fine card. Nothing you fucking write home about, but yeah, it is what it is. Now we move on to an 11 fight Apex card, which I'm so not looking forward to. But at the same time, I guess I am in a way, so. Yeah, I'm still coughing, thanks. Yeah, so, instead of not talking about these fights, let's start talking about them. Before I do, like, comment, sub, 100 subs go by the end of the year. 100 subs go by the end of the year. I know I said a little too quick. And as always, you want to break down some fights? Let's go. UFC Vegas, 69. Nice. We start off the card at flyweight, I think. Is it bantamweight or flyweight? Flyweight. We have Juan Camilo 100 Ronderos versus Clayton Concrete Carpenter. Talk about Ronderos. Juan Camilo Ronderos. Randeros is 0-1 in the UFC in his short notice debut 2 years ago, almost, against David Dvorak. He got ran through, like everyone predicted him to do, because short notice. Then he took all of 2022 off, and now he's back. He's only fucking 6th fight. This is his 6th MMA fight. I've stepped down in competition for sure, even though I don't think too highly of David Dvorak, but you know, apples and oranges. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about Ronderos. Why is he still? He falls into the category just like so many other fighters that are only on the roster because they signed him on short notice to a multi-fight deal. He should not be in the UFC. It's as simple as that. No offense to the kid, he should not be here, man. This is your 6th fight. He's an okay fighter, but why is he here in the UFC? If he's gonna be, at least have him go off DWCS. Why is he here? Colombia got another fighter, so good for them. Let's talk about his opponent, Clayton Carpenter. He is 6-0 coming off the Contender Series. I don't know, coincidence. Yeah, he looked really good on Contender Series. He does come from a really good training camp, the lab with Sean O'Malley, Tyler Phillips, Jared Cannonier, all of them. Yeah, he's good. He was a huge favorite on Contender Series. He delivered. Yeah, he didn't have the most flawless of performances, but he still got to win in a contract. He looked good. 26 years old, 6-0. Could be another good add to flyweight. Since he does train with the O'Malleys and Tyler Phillips, he does do crazy kicks and shit, so be ready to see that. But yeah, he's good. He's obviously not on the level of an O'Malley or Tyler Phillips right now, if he even will get that far, but he's good. Not much more to say about Clayton. I think he's a very interesting prospect for 135 or 125, my bad. And yeah, I think this is a good debut from a very low level opponent that he should beat in pretty easy fashion. So the betting odds for this fight have Clayton Carpenter minus 300 to plus 240. It's hard to disagree with that. Yeah, it's very difficult to disagree with that. Rondero's been off for a year and a half, more than a year and a half. Carpenter fought 5 months ago. Carpenter's just better. Not like, what do you really want me to say? Yeah, like, happy birthday to Ronderos. It literally has him recording this Friday, 4 in the morning. Happy birthday, man. Fuck that you were gonna lose a day after your birthday, but, you know. Yeah, what it is. My pick and my lock of the night already is Clayton Carpenter by I'm trying to think, what do I have? How do I have him winning? I don't know, I'm feeling I don't know why, I'm feeling a finish to start the card. But I also could see it just a dominant decision. I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a finish. I guess for right now I'll say knockout in the first. Nah, I'm on decision. I think he's just gonna pick apart Ronderos and get the win. So yeah, I'm going Clayton Carpenter by decision. I was trying to think in my head which feels the best to pick, and a decision just feels right. So Clayton Carpenter by DEC. After that, another person has a birthday on this card. Not today, but on fight day, we have AJ the Ghost Fletcher versus Themba the Answer Gorimbo. Let's talk about AJ Fletcher. AJ is 0-2 in the UFC after coming off Contender Series with a dominant, with a great flying knee knockout. but he's not been able to turn that knockout into wins. 0-2 in the UFC, like I said. His debut against Matt Semelsberger, which is not an easy debut for anyone. Matt just took him to school. He showed there's levels to this and showed AJ what the holes he needs to fix. Against Angelosa, a fight he should have won. He had the same problems and more. His gas tank failed, and he just looked bad in the fight he should have won. AJ has potential. He's still young. He trains with guys like Dustin Poirier. He's not bad, but he's just not turning his talent that seems like he does have into wins. He's a little underperforming, looking underwhelming, and now you could easily say he's fighting for his job on his birthday. And it sucks, but you gotta win. Like, it's not fucking rocket science. You gotta win, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about AJ. He seems like he has good potential, but he's just not turning that into wins, and it's annoying. It's very annoying. So I don't know what really to say. Besides, the kid has potential, but he just needs to turn it into winning. To talk about his opponent as little as I can, because I've never seen him before in my life. Samba Gorimbo. 10-3, making his debut. 32 years old, coming off of a decision win. Why is he here? Yeah, why is he here? I'm a little confused by the signing. Usually a signing like this it's not even a short notice fight. Honestly, AJ is the one coming in on short notice. Gorimbo was already booked on this card against Billy Goff, but Billy pulled out. So why did they sign this guy? And all I've heard in breakdowns is he's not that good. So again, why is he here? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna shock anyone when I say I am going the -240 favorite, which might be a little low. AJ Fletcher. Yeah, why is Gorimbo here? I'm confused, but whatever. I'm going AJ Fletcher to get the win here, and I'm going with AJ Fletcher by submission in the second. Yeah, I think I like it. I think I like how that sounds. Yeah, I'm going submission in a second. I like how that sounds. So AJ Fletcher by submission in a second. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully if he disappoints this time, he's cut. Especially in this against Gorimbo. If AJ loses, he's cut. So AJ Fletcher by submission in the second. Boom. After that low-level fight, if you've ever fucking heard of a low-level fight, we have... Oh, fuck. Can you tell I'm not excited for this card? We have Oven, OSP, St. Preux versus Felipe Monstro Lins. Fuck. Why, Dana, do you book this shit? Who on God's greenest earth wants to see this fucking fight? If OSP was 10 years old, younger maybe, but no one wants to see this fucking fight. Let's talk about OSP. I think we all know OSP by now. He's been fought for fucking ever, fought everyone. 39 years old. In the UFC, 14-11. Jesus Christ. Dude's literally fought everyone. You can never take that away from him. He fights everyone without a fuck to give, man. And you gotta respect that. It's hard not to respect that shit. He goes in there when they give him a contract. He goes in there and fights. Now, in his last fight, he looked awful against a 40-plus-year-old Shogun Hua. In a fight, in my opinion, Shogun won. And then before that, he's had ups and downs. This might be his one fight in 2023, because he's not. Because in 2021 and 2022, he only had one fight, which is funny. You know, I can't really blame him. He's had fights canceled like a motherfucker. Yeah. Going down, you could talk about OSP's accomplishments and records and all that for hours, but overall, he's 39. He's way past his prime, and at this point, it's when are you gonna retire? Can you still go? In a way, but he's not half the fighter he was before, and I've never even thought that much about OSP, but he's nowhere near the fighter he was before. So, like, we all know what we're getting with OSP, a very tense, what word do I want to use? Tense, calm, I guess, calm fighter in a bad way. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about OSP. It's OSP. To talk about his opponent, Felipe Lins in the UFC. Felipe is 1-2. So he's had, dude, how many fucking cancellations have you had? His one win was in his last fight against Merchant Brackdown. We'll hear that name later. His two losses were his first two UFC fights against Andrei Arlovsky and Tanner Boser. The Arlovsky fight was meant to be a layup debut for him coming off the PFL win, and then Tanner Boser fucked his lights up. Felipe Lins sucks. I don't gotcha. I think Felipe Lins winning PFL just shows Lins is the PFL is a talent level, skill level. So yeah, this dude has had more fights canceled than he's had fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 canceled fights. Jesus fuck. Yeah, Felipe Lins sucks. Nothing more to say. The betting odds for this fight are stupid. Felipe Lins minus 225 to plus 190. Stupid. I would have it 115 apiece. I don't trust either. But I definitely do not trust the Felipe Lins at minus 200. Who do I got in this fight? I'm going with the veteran. I'm going with OSP, man. I'm going with the dog. I think he still has some fire left in him, and this is not a hard fight. Felipe Lins sucks. OSP should win this fight easily. Even now. 10 years ago, he would knock Felipe out in 10 seconds. Now, it might be a sloppy, shitty decision. I do think OSP is going to get his hand raised. So I am going Oven St. Preux by decision. Come on, OSP, get one more win. Then retire. Fuck. Please retire already. OSP by decision. After that, we have a another padded record debut, as we have Jamal Pretty Boy Emmers versus Kushin Nohocho Ashkabov. I don't know what I just said either. Let's talk about Jamal Emmers first, not the padded record fighter. I thought Jamal Emmers was cut from the UFC. I'm not gonna lie to you. In the UFC, he is 1-2. His one win, Vince Cachiro. His two losses, Gia Jakadze, Mata, and Pat Sabatini, when Pat ripped his fucking knee off. Yeah, he's been off for a long time with that knee injury to Pat, but when you get your knee ripped in half, I don't expect you to be fighting in next month. Jamal is okay, but I don't think much of him. I've never thought much of him. He's an okay fighter. Like, he can fight, he can win fights, but I don't think much of him at all. yeah, not really much to say. Jamal Emmer's been off for a long fucking time now, and he's somehow back, and yeah, still don't know how he didn't get cut. Well, let's see how he does. He's been off for a year and a half. Let's see how he does in a fight where it's clear they want him to lose, because they're feeding him to 23-0 Klusin Ashkabov. Is this dude a super padded record? Of course. Is this dude good? Probably, but still, it's probably a padded fucking record. Yeah. This is his third booked UFC debut. His other two were fucking. They've been trying to book this dude to find UFC since 2021 against Joe Anderson Brito, and then last year against Herbert Burns. So now he finally gets his debut. Well, he's meant to be on Contender Series. That's cool. Yeah, man. I'm intrigued. The record is very eye-catching. Now let's see if he's a padded record or actually good. So, yeah. The betting odds for this fight have Ashkabov minus 150 to plus 125. I'm shocked with that record. He ain't like minus 3. I'd probably have a minus 200. He should win this fight. If that record is not, if he wants to show that record ain't padded, he should fucking run through Jamal. So I am going Klusin Ashkabov to win this fight by submission in the first. I think if I'm Jamal, I'm watching my knees, my arms, my everything. He's probably gonna have some fucking PTSD when they hit the mat from Pat ripping his knee in half. I feel bad for Jamal that he's gonna get subbed again, but he is what it is, kid. Ashkabov by submission in the first. Well, no knockouts. Usually I only pick knockouts. I never pick submissions. After that, we have the co-main of the prelims. A fight that, fuck, this card's draining me by the minute. Next up at women's bantamweight, we have Lena Elbow Grandma Landsberg versus Mera Sheta Bruno Silva. Let's talk about Lena Landsberg. Why? I don't know. Speaking of old, not USP, someone who's somehow older than you on this card, the 40, soon to be 41-year-old in a couple of weeks, Lena Landsberg, retire. In the UFC, she is 4-6. Fuck. Her 4 wins: Lucy Pudilova, Gina Milani, Tanya Evinger, and Macy Chasson. Are those wins bad? Not really. Pudilova's okay. Gina Milani, Tanya Evinger, and Macy Chasson's okay. But dude, fuck. She's taking some else. Fuck. Her 6 UFC losses. And I'll tell you if you can get mad at them or not. Her UFC debut, Chris Cyborg. I'm not mad at it. Aspen Ladd, I'm mad at it. Yana Kunitskaya, I'm not happy at it. Sarah McMahon, I'm not happy. Penny Kianda, who's underrated, might I add. Not mad at it. Cara Rosa in her last fight where she looked fucking awful. I'm not thrilled about it. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Landsberg, man. Maybe she was good at one point, but dude, fucking retire. You cannot go anymore, bruh. You looked fucking dog shit against Cara Rosa. Like, that was embarrassing. I picked you as an underdog. You fucking embarrassed. I was embarrassed for you, and for myself for picking you. I don't know. I retire, Granny. They talk about her opponent, Mara Bruno Silva. She's okay. She's shown flashes But then she has fights where it's weird to describe on Bruno. In the UFC, she's 4-2-1. Her 4 wins. Julian Robinson, subbing Julian Robinson's a huge W. Mara Borrelia, no idea who the fuck that is. Yunan Wu, and Stephanie Egger in the weirdest submission of 2022. Subbing Julian Robinson's a great win. Her 2 losses, Mira Morozov and Manon Fierro. Okay, not completely upset with it. And then she had a draw with Montana de la Rosa. I remember that fight somehow. Fuck. She's shown flashes of being good, but then she like taunts and shit in the middle of fights. Like, what are you doing? Like, go for the win. In the Egger fight, finally seemed like she wanted to like not go to a decision. Someone told her you're not getting paid by the hour, and she was like, oh shit. And I don't know, wrap the fucking sub. Like, I don't know what to really say. I don't know. She's shown flashes of being good, but she's very untrustworthy right now. If the Egger fight's the start of consistency, then you know what? She might not actually be that bad. She's grown on me over time, and if she starts fighting consistently, maybe she's not that bad. If you just fight consistently, you're not bad. The bangouts for this fight are crazy, but at the same time, I kind of agree. Mara Bruno Silva, minus 400 to plus 310. I agree. Dude, you could honestly put Silva at minus 1,000. I don't see how Landsberg wins this fight at all. I literally have no idea how Landsberg wins this fight. Like, what way does she win this fight? Like, an honest question, because I'm struggling to find it. To be honest, I'm struggling to find how the fuck Lena Landsberg win this fight. She's not gonna knock her out. She's not gonna fucking sub her. She's not gonna win. She's not gonna. She better hope Islam judges are judging this fight, so they just don't know what they're watching and give it to her. Because that's the only way she wins. And even then, I don't think judges are that fucking stupid, even though kind of a steep statement. So, of course, I'm going Bruno Silva to win this. I'm not a fucking idiot. And I'm gonna go by submission in the first. She has 6 first round submissions. Do you want to make that 7? I do. So, let's go Bueno Silva by submission in the first. Lena, sorry, retire. Easy one for Bueno Silva. 3 submission predictions. This is the most submissions I think I've ever picked for a fucking card. I usually don't pick submissions, which is weird. But I guess this is the submission card. Fuck. I don't know. Fuck if I know. Yeah. And now for the featured prelim, which why is it the featured prelim? Don't fucking ask me. We have a interesting bantamweight prospect. We have Nazmin Blackwolf Sedyakov versus Evan the Phantom Elder. Why, I don't mind this fight. This motherfucker's a lightweight? My bad, I guess they're lightweights. Why did I think it was fucking 35? I'm stupid. Yeah. This is your featured prelim. Apex cards. You gotta love them. Let's talk about Nazim Sadyakov. Sadyakov. Help. Nazim is coming off the Contender Series where he had a good, from what I remember, a good performance, getting the round 3 finish, which of course equals the contract. He's good. Like, he seems to be pretty good. Not beating a 9-1 dude. Yeah, he's good. I can't really say too much about him. I've only seen him fight one time, and the one time I seen him fight, like I said, he looked good. He might be a nice ad. Alright. Fuck, this card's giving me fucking COVID. Yeah. He's good. And I knew I was right. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I've seen him fight once and all for one fight. I can't really say anything too bad about him. Let's see how he translate into the UFC. There we go, fucking English. This card's melting my fucking brain. Talk about Evan Elder. Why? Evan Elder falls in the same category of fucking Juan Camilo or whatever, as I'm only here because they signed me to a multi-fight deal on short notice. He's not that good. He made Preston Parsons look amazing, and yeah, I really don't see this going well for the kid. I think this goes as well as his first UFC fight. Yeah, the betting odds have Nazim minus 175 to plus 145. I would agree. Yeah, I can't really disagree with that. Nazim should easily be the favorite. Evan Elder. Enough said. With that being said, I am of course going Nazim. And how does Nazim win this? I'm gonna go with decision. I think he gets his second decision win of his career, and yeah, I'm going Nazim by decision. I think he should just easily win a 30-27, no debate, and yeah, Nazim by decision. Now we move on to the main card, sadly. Prelims are prelims, and now the main card. What do you say about this main card? We start off with a banger that should be the co-main. We have Jim A. Ken Miller versus Alexander the Great Ape Hernandez. Why is this not the co-main? Oh, and why is Hernandez fighting Jim Miller? Because Jim Miller was meant to be fighting someone else who pulled out, and Hernandez steps in on very short notice and moving back up. Miller was meant to be fighting Gabriel Benitez. Obviously that didn't happen now. Let's talk about Jim Miller, which you could talk for days about Jim Miller's accomplishments, but let's try and make it short and sweet because I've broken down many of his fights by now. We all know Jim Miller. We all love Jim Miller. A legend, gonna retire at UFC 300 next year. Dude's had 40 plus UFC fights on a 3-fight winning streak, and he can still go. Yeah, who he's beating is not great. Eric Gonzalez sucks. Nicholas Mota is okay. Cowboy in 2022 is Cowboy in 2022. But Miller's a beast, man. He can still go at 39, soon to be 40 plus fights in, and fighting consistently too. In 2022 he had 2 fights. Fucking 2021 he had 3. So he's on a consistent 2 fights a year. He had 3 in 2018, so he's still fighting consistently, and not like he's fighting cans. Like in his last fight, Vince Pichel's good, Joe Selecki's okay, Eric Gonzalez is the only can, then Mota's okay, and Cowboy. So, you gotta respect Miller, man. You don't want to fuck with him on the ground. He will sub you. He has hands, apparently. His last 2, Mota and Gonzalez, he knocked out. So, like, don't mess with Jim Miller, man. He's a fucking problem. Even at 39, man, don't fuck with Jim Miller. talk about his opponent, the great flop, Alexander Hernandez. Wow, what a failed fucking prospect this kid is. 5-5 in UFC, 5 wins. Benil Dariush sucks. Oliver Ubin Mercer, Trinaldo, underwhelming. Chris Gretzmacher, remember him? No. And Mike Breeden, huh? His losses, Cowboy, and his fight people remember most for Drew Dober, Thiago Moises, Renato Moicano, and Billy Q. Why is Hernandez so bad? Why do they keep giving him these fucking fights, man? Like, dude, they are trying to get him fucking beat. Yeah, Alex Hernandez ain't good. Like, I don't know who really needs to hear that, but he ain't good. He's a one-round fighter who's powerful, but his gas tank cannot last fucking 5 minutes. And he's just not that good. Simple as that. Like, his best win is a fucking lucky shot on Benil Dariush. Since then, he's beaten 4 not great fighters. His 5 losses, can you get mad at any of them? No. But they just show where his level is. He is on the same level of a Paddy Pimblett. For 155, Paddy, guys like that, where he will win fights he should, like Breeden, Chris Gretzmacher, but he's not beating Drew Dober, Renato Moicano, or Billy Q. So he's just not that good. He has one way of winning a fight, knocking you the fuck out. If he doesn't do that, you're gonna win. And the bang-outs for this fight have made no sense all week, and they still don't. Alexander Hernandez, on short notice, going back up to 55 on a 2-fight losing streak, is minus 200 to plus 160. Well, what the fuck are they thinking? Jim Miller should A, be his favorite, and B, be the favorite. Jim Miller should be minus 250, at least. He should win easily. Just don't get hit. Which is Alexander Hernandez, not that difficult, and you'll win. It's not fucking rocket science. I'm going Jim Miller by submission in second. Why is he the underdog? I don't fucking know, dude. I would love to talk to the odds makers and ask, hey, why the fuck is Hernandez minus 200? Because if you could explain to me why, if you are that fucking confident in hitting Jim Miller out cold, good job. You're fucking high. Jim Miller by submission in second. Am I gonna pick anything besides the decision and submission tonight? Shit. 4 submissions. Nah, actually, never mind. That changes for this fight. Next up, we have the battle of the shit fighters. We have William the Nightmare Knight versus Marcin Prachnio. Fuck this card. Talk about William Knight. William Knight sucks. No offense. Well, I don't care if you took any or not. This dude fucking blows. William is 3-3 in UFC. His 3 wins. Alesker Kamer, Fabio Charant, and Alonso Menafield. Shitty win, lucky win. His 3 losses: Da-Un Jung, Maxime Grisham, and Devin Clark. Can't get mad at Maxime Grisham, Jesus Christ. And Devin Clark's pretty good. Like, what the fuck do you say? What do you say about this dude? He's fucking very Alexander Hernandez. Like, his only way of beating you is knocking you the fuck out. Look past the 2 decision wins, because I don't even know how he got those. Yeah, if he's gonna beat you, he's gonna knock you out. And most of the time, it doesn't work lately. Yeah, he's shown that, yeah, he did good on the regional scene. He's not UFC level in the slightest. I'm sorry. He's just not UFC level. And he's a small light heavyweight who tried to fight at heavyweight. He can't cut to 185 because he's built like a fucking balloon animal. So he's kind of fucked. He has like, no matter, he can't really do anything. He's stuck at 205 because he's too short for heavyweight, too big for it to cut to 85, and he's too short for light heavyweight, so he's kind of fucked. I don't know. If Knight was a little taller, he actually might be pretty good. But he's 5'10" and fuck. To talk about his opponent, Marcin Prachnio. They somehow found a dude who sucks worse than William Knight. In the UFC, Marcin is 2-4. His 2 wins, Claire Roundtree, and a fight Roundtree did not show up for, and Ike Villanueva, who didn't beat Ike Villanueva at the beginning of the 2020s. His 4 losses: Sam Alvey in 2018 by knockout, Magomed Ankalaev, I'm not mad at that, Mike Rodriguez, and Felipe Lins in his last fight not long ago. This dude sucks. He has one of the weakest chins 205 I've ever fucking seen, and he is terrible. Yeah, he sucks. I'm not even waste my time with Marcin Prachnio. Dude fucking blows. The betting odds for this fight have Marcin Prachnio -125, a slight favorite, to +100. I don't understand that at all. What the fuck are they saying? I don't trust William Knight, but I would still have him -150. As much as I don't trust him, I trust him enough to just punch Marcin one time on that jaw and send him to Shadow City. I'm going William Knight by a knockout in the first. One good punch and Marcin's going night-night, so William Knight by knockout in the first. Yeah, I didn't pick a submission. I considered it. Now time for one of the lowest level MMA fights I might have ever fucking seen in our co-main to the co-main. We have Josh Persian versus Jamal the Stormtrooper Pogues. I'm going to a fucking by the way, I'm not trying to rush through these fights, just you. Right, want me to talk about Marcin Prachnio? I didn't think so. But let's talk about Josh Persian, who somehow is better than Marcin Prachnio. Okay, Josh Persian in the UFC, he is 2-2 somehow. His 2 wins, Rogue Martinez and Almado. His 2 losses, Parker Porter and Dontel Mays. The only actual credible win or loss is Dontel Mays, and even then, Dontel Mays ain't the most exciting, ain't the greatest fighter ever. I don't fucking know, man. Persian's terrible. He can get on top, only because he's big. He was on the Ultimate Fighter. He lost. But he's on the Ultimate Fighter, Team Whitaker, Team Gastelum. Again, he lost to some dude no one's ever fucking heard of. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to say, honestly. Josh Persian, man, he's terrible. To talk about his equally shitty opponent, Jamal Pogues, why did he get signed? Why did they sign this dude after that awful fucking awful performance on the Contender Series? The second performance. So he won a Contender Series twice. He won his first fight and I guess looked shitty, and then he comes back 2 fights later after going 1-1 and looks shittier somehow and gets the contract. Why? I've heard a couple people in breakdowns say, "But he fought smart. He fought smart." No, I don't. You're a heavyweight. Your name's not gone. You don't fight smart. I'm just gonna make my prediction. The betting odds have Jamal Pogues -225 to +180. Save me. Pogues should be the favorite. I'm not gonna disagree with that. but like minus 120 to plus 105, 110. And even then, I'm not picking Jamal Pogues. I am going Josh Persian in here in this one. If he wins this, I'm a fucking genius. I don't care what any of you say. I'm going Josh Persian by decision here. Is it a bad pick? Yes. Do I care? No. Josh Persian. I believe in you, man. No, I don't. Josh Persian by fucking decision, motherfuckers. Time for the co-main event. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna lose my mind. We have Zach the Ripper Pounga versus Jordan the Beverly Hills Ninja. Right. Yes, this is a co-main event. I don't know why. Talk about Zach Pounga. Zach Pounga moving down to light heavyweight after losing Tough at heavyweight. He looked decent on Tough from what I remember. He made it to the finals, and he looked good. He had had a decision win, and I remember that not being bad. Then he beat Jordan Heiderman, who sucks, and then he fought Mo Usman. He didn't look terrible in that fight, but he got clipped on the jaw by a beautiful shot by Mo and sent to the Shadow Realm. Don't know what to really say. Zach's okay. He's very OSP like, and is just calm, so he doesn't throw for the knockout. He's very calm, cool, collected, very relaxed. And I think especially after losing to Mo, he's gonna be really relaxed. Yeah, I think, I don't know, he's okay. I don't agree with the signing of him. I get that they always find the loser of Tough, but that kind of defeats the purpose of in other words, that defeats the fucking purpose when we, don't question the UFC anymore. Yeah, Zach's okay. He's 34, gonna be 35 in a couple fucking weeks, not even. And yeah, they're giving him a fun fight. Saw his opponent, Jordan Wright. What is there to say? He's Alexander Hernandez and somehow shittier. Literally, he fights for 2 minutes and then gasses. He's 2-4 in the UFC. He has 2 wins. Ike Villanueva, who hasn't beat Ike Villanueva, and Jamie Pickett. He has 4 losses. Joe Quinn Buckley, Bruno Silva, Marc-Andre Barriou, and Dusko Todorovic. All those 4 losses have one thing in common: knocked out. No, my bad. Marc-Andre subbed him. Those 4 losses have one thing in common: he gassed and lost. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Jordan Wright. He literally has he makes fucking Tyson Pedro look like Nate Diaz when it comes to gas tanks, because this dude literally has the gas tank for 2 minutes. And that's pushing it to say 2 minutes. Trust me, saying 2 minutes is goddamn pushing it. So yeah, I'm the Bangers have Zach Pounga minus 300, and I cannot agree more. Zach, he just needs to not get punched within the first 2 minutes, and he's gonna win. So I'm going Zach Pounga to get the win, and I've heard a lot of people say this might be Jordan Wright's first decision. I disagree. I think Ponga's gonna fucking stop him. I don't think it's gonna be in the first. I don't think it's gonna be second. I'm going Zach Pounga by knockout / TKO, more likely TKO in the third. Zach Pounga by TKO in the third. Boom. Yeah, I can't believe how many fucking finishes I have over decisions. This card needs, if this card wants to not be a complete flop, it needs finishes. And now to talk about the main event that's not Talia Santos. We have Jessica Bata Estaca Andrade versus Cold-Blooded Blanchfield. Great fight. I wish Andrade was not coming in on a week notice. And I do wish she was still Talia Santos, but that second part, not the worst thing in the world. Who doesn't love Jessica Andrade? I'm not gonna go in depth on Jessica Andrade. If you don't know Jessica Andrade, you are a fucking casual. Jessica Andrade is the little tank that we all love. She does not give a fuck. She will fight anyone. And I want to check a fact, but I'm gonna keep talking. She's former champ, easily the second best fucking strawweight. Fucking flyweight. If she was a couple inches taller, she probably beats Valentina, for being honest. She's a beast. Like, she deserves so much fucking respect and hype, and who doesn't love Andrade, like I said. She never has a boring fight. Never fucking... She's only backed out. She's had... Let's see, this is her 23rd UFC fight. She's only had 4 canceled fights, and she's only been the reason it got canceled once. The other 3 were... 2 of them were injuries of the other person. The other one was COVID. And she's fought... Think of anyone at strawweight. She's fought them. Whaley, Joanna, Rose, Kovalevich, Torres, Gadelia, Hill. And she's now starting to fight everyone at she fought at 135. She's 5'2". And now she's starting to fight everyone at, oh my bad, 5'1". And now she's fighting everyone at flyweight. Shukagan, Murphy, fucking Shevchenko, Blanchfield. She was booked to fight Manon. Fucking Andrade, man. I'm a big fan of Andrade. She's only 31, so we got a couple more years of Andrade, hopefully, being Andrade. To talk about the lesser known, but should be known after Saturday night, especially if it goes the way I think it's gonna go. Erin Blanchfield, 4-0 in the UFC, and has looked like a tank against Sarah Alpar. She fucking destroyed her. I think it was like 30-24, like that ass. Miranda Maverick, she destroyed her, 30-27. JJ Aldridge, she looked bad. I won't lie, she looked bad in that fight, but she fucking came back and got the win. All that matters is you came back and got the win. No one remembers Leon for looking shitty against Uzman. People remember the knockout. And then in her last fight, she ended the hype of Molly McCain without breaking a fucking sweat. Almost broke her arm. Peeps, Erin Nurmagomedov. She is a fucking tank. If she can get striking, I could easily see a champion. And I could easily see us looking at a champion right now. If she can fix her striking, I could easily see us talking about Erin Blanchfield being a UFC champion in 3 to 5 years. She's 23, man. And she's about to fight Jessica Andrade in the main event. And she could be, if she wins this, she's 1 win away from a title shot. At least. At fucking maybe 2 if you're pushing it. So, I love this fight. Great main event between 2 great fighters. And now, what do I think is going to happen? The betting odds have Jessica Andrade -160 to +130. I'm going to say this. If Andrade just had a full camp, is not coming off a fight 3 weeks ago, and was mainly those two, did not just fight, and it had a full camp, I could see it. But you gotta really look into this. This ain't UFC. This ain't a fucking video game. She's not already ready. She took this fight. Literally, this fight got announced last week during 284. So she took this fight on a week tops. After 3 weeks ago, beating the shit out of Lauren Murphy, and now has to get back in there against a tank in Erin Blanchfield, a tank, 2 fucking tanks going at it, and at 31 years old, after just fighting in a grueling fight. She probably hurt her hands, Cause hell, if I've learned anything from Sean O'Malley, when you hit someone that many times, you're gonna fucking injure your hands. I hideout her hands are 100%. Hideout she's 100%. Earn probably ain't even 100%, but that's just MMA. Andrade ain't 100% because she just had a fucking fight. If this was full camp Andrade, I might be going Andrade. But I don't like picking against Andrade. I love Andrade. I'm a big fan of Andrade. But I think Earn's gonna get the win here. I think she's gonna shock a lot of people. I think she's gonna fucking do her thing, man. I think Earn's gonna go in there, be the little fucking destroyer that she is, and beat Jessica Andrade. I know it sounds crazy. I know it does. Trust me. I know it does. But how crazy is it if you really break it down? I'm going Earn Blanchfield to get the win here, to beat Jessica Andrade as a plus 130 underdog. In the main event, I'm going Earn Blanchfield. Do I love the pick? No, I won't lie to you. I don't love the pick, but do I feel more confident right with everything that's going on with Andrade? Yeah, I do. I honestly can say I do. So I'm going Earn Blanchfield. I don't think it goes 25 minutes. Either way, no matter who wins, I don't think it goes 25 minutes. I'm gonna go Earn Blanchfield by I'm gonna go Earn Blanchfield by knockout / TKO in the second. TKO, man. She's not gonna fucking finish Jessica. Like some crucifix shit, most likely. So crucifix or back mount, some shit like that. Yeah, I know it's an insane fucking pick, but if this was Andrade on a full camp, I might be going Betestaka. She's not on a full camp, man. So Earn Blanchfield. So that's the card. To go over my picks one last time: Clay Carpenter by decision, lock of the night. AJ Fletcher by submission in the second. Oven St. Preux by decision. Kledson Askabov by submission in the first. Maria Bueno Silva by submission in the first. Nazim Sedyakov by decision. Jim Miller by submission in the second. William Knight by knockout in the first. Josh Prison by decision. Zach Ponga by knockout / TKO in the third. And Earn Blanchfield by TKO in the second. Wow, only 4 decisions and a bunch of fucking finishes. Well, that's UFC Vegas 69. Nice. 11 fights. Yeah, is it the best card in the world? No, not on the fucking slightest. But it's fights on a Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. EST. So, can't complain. Great main event to end it off. Answer a lot of questions about flyweight. And yeah, something to do on a Saturday. Next Saturday we have UFC Vegas 70, Krylov and Spann. That card's I'm so hyped for one fight on that card. The return of Tatiana Suarez. We'll talk about that next week. Yeah, Vegas 70, another okay Vegas card, and then we have 2 weeks, UFC 285, Jones and Gone. So we got some good shit coming up. We got 286, not long after that. I think in between is Pilter Marab. So yeah, we got some good shit going on, man. We're gonna start picking shit up. So hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me your picks down below. If you hear from me next week, same bat time, same bat channel, 1 p.m. EST. And as always, RX out. Sorry, Andrade.